What's up, everybody? I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host, Heather C. So, unexpected. We're on season 5. Episode 7 has aired, and there was a birth of a baby on the episode. We can't wait to talk about that. First things first, Lily and Lawrence were not on this episode. We will have to see what's going on in their new apartment and their new lives on their own next week. Also, it's Easter Sunday, so happy Easter to
Happy
everyone.
Easter.
No matter how you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. We hope you have an amazing time. So, I want to start off talking about Jenna and Aiden, right? So, Aiden wasn't on the episode, but Jenna's sister has come back from Texas, Alyssa, from college, and this is her best friend, and they share everything together. And Jenna drops a huge bomb on Alyssa and says that she's looking for apartments. And Alyssa's like, oh, for you and Aiden. And she's like, no, just for me and Luca. And this is serious because this is the first step. You know, she's taking the first step to cut ties with Aiden. And we also learned that she's not physically ready yet because she has to build her credit and get a job. But this is the goal that she's setting. And it sucks to see this happen. But like she said, it doesn't feel like they're compatible with each other. You know, he's a great father. He works, he provides everything, but he's not physically and emotionally there for her. And I feel like a relationship has to give and take. And it seems like she's not getting anything in return.
Right. Exactly. Actually, speaking of first steps, Luca started walking and
He
taking his
did.
first step. So that was something that we launched today. So congratulations to him. That's such a proud mama moment. But yeah, back to them. I don't know. I mean, I really would love to see them work out. I think that they had such chemistry to be together in the first place to even get to having a baby. So
Yeah.
I hate seeing that she's feeling so lost and empty. But I mean, you have to do what makes you happy and what's best for you and your child. And I think that Aiden would be a great dad to Luca with or without her there. So it's
Mhm.
more so just maybe she just needs to find her independence. I mean, she went from being with her parents straight to being with him, and she never got a chance to really see what it was like just being her. And maybe she just needs to do some soul searching and try to find herself. And then maybe if they do take time apart, he'll realize what he's missing. And then she'll have that sense of relief again where they're together. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how their story folds.
I agree with you. Fingers crossed, you know, spending time apart can't help. And when they do spend time apart, Aiden can grow as a person and he can evolve. And that might bring him to the place where he's ready to have her in his life and be emotionally available for her. So we're hoping and rooting for everyone, but in the end we do want everyone to be happy and to feel appreciated and to feel loved because everyone deserves that. So if that is what she has to do to make that happen, we fully support that. All right, so let's talk about the birth that happened on the episode, right? So before we get too far into it, Emerson's having a lot of pain. You know, we've watched the show and all of the moms have discovered the pain that they've heard about and read about and been told about is far greater than what they were expecting. And this is the same thing that happened. And her two-person support team was asleep. They were not there to help her and support her and tell her it's going to be okay. Every woman needs a hand to hold and grip very, very tightly. So when she's in labor, Mason needed to be awake and not snoring. And that got her on the phone with her mom, Erica, who is at home with her beautiful little baby. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe that they have her sitting here alone in all this pain. And a mother, you know, as a mother, she just wants to jump in her car and just go and be there, but she can't because she has literally a 3-month-old baby at home. And it's a lot of emotion going on. And it makes her feel like Mason might not be ready to commit to this huge responsibility if he can't even be awake to watch the baby being born. And Sai said the exact same thing. Like, this is such a huge event in your life. Like, you can sleep at any moment after the birth. Like, you should want to be there. And I do agree with them. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it doesn't help that they're both so young. I mean, that's teenage tendencies. They always put the things that are less important first to make it important. Like he was saying, you stay up all night playing video games. You can't even be up for the birth of your child. But I don't know. I mean, every time you want a teenager to do something, it seems like they do the complete opposite. So, but I want to say congratulations to them both. Baby Mateo is beautiful.
Beautiful.
And it's so she took on being a mother like instantaneously. And I think that women do that a lot. I think that as soon as, they have their child, their motherly instincts comes right out. You don't even know that you have it until you're looking at this cute little baby and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that I could love somebody as much as I possibly do. And I think that even though her mom wasn't able to be there with her, I love that she was able to still be there and support her even through a phone. I know it probably killed
Mm-hmm.
her to not be two places at once. But you know, the baby's here, the baby's healthy, and it wasn't an ideal situation, but as long as, happy and healthy, that's the most important thing. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. In 8 minutes. Mason said in 8 minutes, Mateo was out. Congratulations. We're so happy for you guys. The most amazing, beautiful baby. And like you said, Emerson took on to being an instant mom. And we're waiting for Mason to jump and, get on that bandwagon. Sometimes when you see the baby, you hold the baby, your whole life changes. You turn into a completely different person. That's probably what's going to happen there. So I'm thinking that Erica and Sai don't have a lot to worry about because he was physically in the hospital. He was physically there. And he's even made arrangements to sleep at the house there so he can help with the baby. I feel like he's physically there. He wants to be there. And once the baby is there and he sees the responsibility, I feel like he's going to rise to the occasion. He's going to be the great dad that they want him to be. All right, guys, so we're going to come back for part 2 and talk about Kylan and Jason, who were missing from the episode last week. There's so much to talk about. And Tyra, Tiara, and Taylor in a baby nursery fight. Yes, a baby nursery fight. That's what we're going to be talking about. All right, guys, so thanks so much for joining us. I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host, Heather C. This is the Unexpected Podcast, Season 5. Episode 7. Make sure you're live tweeting with us. We'd love to watch your reactions as it happens. And we'll talk to you guys really soon.